Hello and welcome to another edition of Serious Matters. My name is Olukunle Esan. What we're going to be doing, henceforth on this show, of course, it's a new show on ONIF TV. What we're going to be doing is to be taking serious, headlines. Of course, all the headlines we put on our website are very, very serious matters. But then we're going to be picking on a few of them, to bring up discussions. We want interactions. We do not just want people to watch our videos, but we want interactions. We want our website or our media platform to become a place where even officials or top authorities could come to and find viable and intelligent advices on which they could work and with which they can work. And well, very quickly, we're going to be running through a few of the headlines I have to pick from our news websites, onistv.com. Of course, if you go there, I will not give you all the details from here. I would like to get your responses, to put your comments about the video, about this show, about what we're talking about below this video, and of course we wanted to share it so that people involved or people that are concerned will get to know about it. Well, the first thing I want to talk about, the thing on the push myself, I don't go pigeon, so as to be able to reach my brotherlies with the Niger Delta. Well, everybody understand pigeon, but Nigeria, of course, because of people where they on Oyinbo side, those people they don't go allow me the flow for inside pigeon like that. But well, may we start with the first thing where I mentioned yesterday when I shoot the last video for Serious Matters, what we do yesterday, and that was the issue of IPC, International. Make I take I'm correct. International Press Council or Press Center, International Press Center release Buhari's 2019 campaign election. Remember, I said that yesterday in that video, and they don't list them out, and they are our website. You fit check them for our website and see everything. But then I will mention a few of them. The promises where you make, I will just pick like 10. So you will be eager, go check the remaining, so that we go feed the follow up these leaders. We go feed hold them accountable. And I mean, if somebody make promise to us, we feed hold them and say, oh God, now this promise where you make, now that's the reason why we vote you. So number one promise where you make, we say to engage 1 million N-Power graduates and skill up 10 million Nigerians in partnership with the private sector. Is that already being fulfilled? Is that already being fulfilled? I need your response. Number two, he said to expand the school feeding programs from 9.3 million to 15 million children, creating 300,000 extra jobs for food vendors and farmers. Is that already in place? Do we have that in line? Of course, maybe the administration just began. The second time administration just began. Is that already in line? Are all the indices already put in place, to make that come to bear? Number three promise of the president was to complete the Ibadan-Kano phase of the Lagos-Kano rail track. That's a promise. I just believe that's ongoing. You should also talk to us about that. To complete the Port Harcourt-Maiduguri line, to complete the Itapa-Warri link to Abuja through Lokoja, to complete the second Niger Bridge and the east-west road connecting Warri Delta states to Oron, Akwa Ibom states through Kaima and Port Harcourt in Bayelsa and Rivers State. That's number 6. That's number 6 promises. And then number 7 promises to establish a people money bank. A people money bank. That's number 7 promises. I'll give you 3 more. To institutionalize the giving of soft loans of up to 1 million naira to small traders, artisans and commercial drivers. To increase beneficiaries of trader money, market money and farmer money for 2.3 million from 2.3 million to 10 million. Now this morning they talk say the opposition parties talk say na campaign they take and do. What will be your opinion concerning this matter? They say na campaign they take and do, but it's still the inside promise where this president take campaign during the 2019 campaign. The last one where I will give, you will go check the remaining 20 for our website for oniftv.com, is to create more room for inclusion in government by achieving 35% in female appointments. Well, for that one, our eyes they open. We they look see as that one go be. We won't see as that one go be. We dey look, we dey check, we dey wait to see if this one will also be. I want make you check all the rest. Check all the rest of the promises that were made by the president, and let's see how this all these promises have come to has been finding fulfillment.
And drop your comments.
Okay, moving on. Now, I'm going to talk about President Trump of the United States calling off the Iran strikes after being told 150 people will die. You know, the concern before was why did Trump pull back on approved military strike on Iran, which was a retaliation, as it were, for the shooting down of one of the U.S. what's it called now? The U.S. drone airplanes. You know, it was being shot down by the Iranians, so they were going to retaliate, and that was why the president gave that instruction. However, we understand that indices were already put in place, all machineries were already in place. Just to go ahead, the president had to pull back because he was being told that 150 people would die, and because we cannot, because of wanting to retaliate and tell people who we are or what we mean or what we want to say, driving down our points, putting the lives of people on the line. I think that's a very, very good one by President Donald Trump in that place. I think that's a very, very good one. We have, here, murder suspect confesses to receiving 170,000 naira for every human head he supplies. This is a very interesting one. Let's say, make we dig into this one small. This issue of ritualism in Nigeria and even in Africa, like I said, it's in don't they enter red. Like seriously, is getting to the height of it. People do not no more have value for the lives of people. You now sell people. You now kill people. Even killing animals. It's a lot of with a lot of compassion. You feel about it. Having a domestic animal that you have with you die, you feel bad about it, losing it. But then you now have people kill others for I don't know. I mean, and it's something we have to look at. We have been told that a murder suspect confesses to receiving 170,000 naira for every human head he supplies. The police in Abuja have arrested one Mustafa Aliyu with a freshly severed head of a 3-year-old boy identified as Usman Awalu. The 22-year-old reportedly confessed that he had beheaded 4 children, adding that he was paid 170,000 naira for every male child or male head and 160,000 naira for the female head he supplied to his boss, who is at large. The boss is at large. Aliyu was also said to have informed detective during interrogation that he had so far supplied 4 human heads to his master. Parading the suspect and others at the Abuja Friday parade, we understand that the Commissioner of Police in charge of the Federal Capital Territory, Bala Siroma, explained that the suspect further admitted that his victims were taken from Shedi, Kwali, Kilankwa, Gwako and Lilei village in Kwali area council of the FCT. These are serious matters that should be looked into. These are serious matters that we should look into. This issue of killings, children not being saved. I talked about that some days ago. Children not being saved. Talking about insecurity. We talked about that on Serious Matters. Serious Matters will be dealing with issues that affect the people. I think that is, let me give it that headline now. Let me give it that motto now. Issues that affect people directly. Issues that affect people directly. And I want to tell you, at ONIF TV, we do not take security for granted. Security of lives, it's number one for us. And so when we see issues that affect lives, we are concerned about them. And so this issue of murder, people being killed for rituals have to come to an end. Well, we should round off there, but let me just add two more. At least 30 killed in Indonesia warehouse fire. At least 30 killed 30 people have been killed, including several children have been killed when a fire rippled through a home that doubled as a warehouse. And so our sincere our heart goes out to those people and their families. May God grant them the fortitude to bear the loss. Well, I think we should also look into putting all machineries in place to curb all these accidents, preparing for them in case they happen. You are not expecting them, but preparations should be put in place in case of fire accidents. Of course, you also have to put all the indices in place to make sure that these things do not happen. But peradventure, they happen. The machineries are also supposed to be put in place. The lives of people, very, very valuable. The lives of people, very valuable. Who knows? Maybe among those children that have been killed lies the presidents of that nation that would have brought something to bear or done something significant in that country. So we're praying our hearts are with them in Indonesia and the families of those who lost loved ones. Finally, let's look at this. It's also a very touching one. Suspected ritualist arrested after killing girl he met on Facebook. This one also, I want to talk about it, and I want us to talk about all these matters. Please do watch this video till the very end and share this video with others. We do not take security for granted. Security of lives, we do not take it for granted at ONIF TV, and that's why we're talking about it here. You can go on our website. I said to you earlier on at the beginning, go on our website and you will find the details of all the stories that we're sharing with you on serious matters. You can read through and then you can have them, in detail. Now, a suspected ritualist has been arrested following the murder of a 25-year-old woman. He was arrested by the Oyo State Police Command on Thursday. The suspect, Dotun Ogunlade, who claimed to be a spiritual leader and prophet, told journalists that he had been chatting with the deceased since January when they became friends on Facebook channels, television, and give credit to that, reports. So subsequently, the victim was lured to Igbora from Ilorin, where she was allegedly injected with an overdose of sleeping drug, after which she was strangulated. Wow. Facebook. The advantages and the disadvantages. But then we should also be very careful. Why would you meet somebody on Facebook and then all you want to do is to become friends with the person? And as a lady, you are weak vessels. I need you to understand what that means. Not that you are weak intellectually, but you do not have the strength. You don't have the strength. Why would you go visit somebody you don't even know? And why would you want to go visit somebody alone? Why would you go visit somebody in a secluded place, in a serene environment where there are not in the public? If you're meeting somebody for the first time, there's nothing bad with meeting somebody on Facebook. But where you go see the person is very important. I beg your pardon. If you are a lady and you meet a guy on Facebook and the guy is inviting you over, please don't go. Don't go. Why should you go? If a guy is interested in you, let him come to your house. Let him come. Let your parents see them. Let your parents see the guy. Let your guardian, whoever, wherever you're staying, let them see the guy. Look at what has happened. No. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? Look at this. A young lady met a guy on Facebook and then the guy brings her down. Lured her down. With what? With what? Then she's injected with sleeping tablets and then strangulated. Thereafter, her head and arms were severed and the remainder of the corpse was buried in the shallow grave, as she was meant to be used for money rituals. Well, it's a very sad story. But then this issue of quick money, I tell you, it doesn't pay. I told you last time, money develops wings when it is not generated the right way. And money kills. Let's be very careful. Thank you very much for watching Serious Matters on ONIF TV. My name is Olukunle Eson. Please keep watching. Get to the website and get the details of the stories that I've shared with you here. And also do me a favor, share this video, drop your comments, and then I'll be back again next time. Hopefully tomorrow by the grace of God. God bless you. Bye-bye.